the flow of migrants trying to get to Greece. Harry Fawcett witnessed one attempt from the Turkish coast.
Track, take.
3 minutes.
You hear it before you see it. Anxiety, exhaustion, desperation. So many children have drowned making this journey, yet more still come. Even if this is one of the rare life jackets that actually floats, it's of no use to the tiny body inside. Others make do with rubber tubes. Even then, not everybody's wearing them.
Just about to die, but
These are Iraqi families who probably paid hundreds of dollars a head for passage to the Greek island of Lesbos. But the boat is too small, even for the 40 or so packed into it. This is how families are separated in a moment. He can only call out, "Look after the woman."
It's been a chaotic few minutes here on the west coast of Turkey. The message from the EU, from Turkey, from Greece, is that these kind of voyages are futile. These people will be sent back, but still, they're desperate to go.
A handful are left on the shore. We ask why they're risking all this, when under the new rules they have little chance of getting further than a Greek holding centre before being sent back.
We were under oppression, living with bombs, killing and kidnapping. Greece doesn't want to accept us. Turkey doesn't want us to stay. Where else should we go? Should we just sink into the water? Is it better to sink into the water with our children?
I know, right?
freaks me out.
This time there was no sinking.
I at least wanted to hear it.
But no safe passage either. Within a few minutes, a Coast Guard patrol had intercepted them. It's a trade facilitated by men like Abu Jafar, a former Free Syrian Army fighter. He tells us he's been smuggling people to Greece for nearly a year. He says with business down sharply since the EU-Turkey deal, agents like him are trying to convince reluctant customers that they still have a chance of making it into Europe.
I still send them to Greece because they have a choice to apply for the asylum program.
1 minute.
If they have relatives in one of 8 countries, they can be taken there. Otherwise, they'll be sent to a country chosen for them.
Nice shoes.
Of course, such chances are slim. Europe is trying to close the door. Wednesday was supposed to see the first official batch of Syrians sent back from Greece under the terms of the controversial deal, which sees Syrians in Turkish camps sent legally to Europe, a one-for-one trade. Instead, the only arrivals were those who'd been on the water a matter of hours.
Better get some new pants too. Your pants are all cut up.
30 seconds.
Better get some new pants. They've been it's like a cat went crazy.
How'd that happen? Everyone treats us badly. They exploit us.
Okay.
What happens to them now is far from
20
clear.
away. We got a Barnaby
Still in the
Phillips
same country as
package
those
next.
they left
15.
behind on the shore, but separated from them. The children play a warped version of a morning on the beach.
Standard out
A
Turkey.
life jacket
8,
whistle
ready
becomes
for
a
you.
call
Stand by John's mic.
instead of a call for help.
5, 4, 3.
Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Bademli,
1.
Tough
Turkey.
life.
Solve my go, John.
Britain is making it
Ready,
harder
bingo,
for immigrant
sound on,
workers to
straight
stay
tape.
in the UK. Non-EU workers living in the UK for less than 10 years must now make over $50,000 a year to stay there. Barnaby Phillips
Play,
reports.
check, take.
In a
Tease
pool
next.
just over the
43.
road from Downing Street, a
Cheese is
party
after
that is
Charlie
also a
Delta
protest
Alpha.
against new immigration rules that will make it much harder for many non-Europeans to stay in this country. Rules which they say are not only cruel, but ill-conceived. Alison Frazier has a first-class
what's your
degree
thoughts?
from the
You had a good
prestigious
time? You
Royal
learned?
Academy
blast.
of
You got
Music.
hands-on.
She's
Good for
also
you.
founded
You did
a
great, too.
therapeutic program for refugee children.
Knuckles
So,
to you, kid.
a valuable member of society.
horrible teaching.
But
You
it's
got
not
you got
easy
around
to
that.
make a living playing the flute. And under the new rules,
great.
Alison,
Why don't you
who is
come down to
American,
34 tomorrow?
will soon have to
I
leave
mean,
the
33.
UK.
Oh, we're not. It's closed.
2 minutes.
This is my home.
It's closed.
I shouldn't be forced to leave my own home,
Yep, editors
especially when I
still
work
showing
so
up,
hard
the
for it
crew
daily.
still shows
And the
up.
big problem of
Allison,
this
animate.
legislation and changing the rules is that it's not valuing anything but income,
go down
which
tomorrow
doesn't
just to go.
accurately represent a
Lose
person's
it.
value within society.
I can't let go.
The British government says
gotta
it's
pay an
taking
editor.
this measure because
And
some
a little bit
businesses
tighter
use
there,
the
Look at that,
easy
Cisco.
option of
Right
employing
there. Look at that.
people
That's
from overseas
nice.
rather than training up British workers.
It
It
animates
says these
organically.
reforms won't
Can't read
exclude
it,
skilled
but
migrants, but will help British people get jobs and
I
skills.
love the way it's offset. I like the way it's just offset.
Immigration has become a political embarrassment
why is it
for
there?
Britain's governing Conservative Party.
It's art.
For years, it's promised to sharply reduce the numbers of people coming to this country.
Couldn't quite
But
get my
last
arms around
year,
European
net
TV.
migration to
Some
the
things are
UK
cool, certain
stood
things.
at more than
Once in a while you
320,000.
see a cool camera.
That's almost a
Once in a
record
while.
high. The government argues
European
that this
TV
puts
style.
great
1
strain
minute.
on Britain's
Once in a blue
schools,
moon.
hospitals and
Most of
housing.
the time I feel bad
And
for
it's
the
under
guy.
pressure to bring the numbers of migrants down.
Yeah.
But
Come in for a
opponents of
meeting
the
every
new
day here,
rules
it's
say
free,
it
and
will
then I'm
hurt vital parts of the British economy.
45. Stand by
Shannon,
for Shannon.
also American, is trying to drum up public support for people threatened with expulsion from Britain.
We're here being charity
Anime.
workers or teachers or educators, or we're on the NHS doing other jobs, carers,
30 seconds.
entrepreneurs, and even students who are coming in the future and wanting to settle here wouldn't be allowed to unless they make 45K.
Copy.
Even the
20.
official statistics show that the new
San Fran
rules
guest
will
check.
actually cost
Thank you.
Britain money.
15.
And will
Here we go.
modest
Teases are
Standard out
next.
London.
migration figures. But there's no indication that the government is prepared
Standard
to
out
back down.
London.
9,
Soon, some
8,
of these
All right,
people
stand by
will
to
be
be solved.
packing
That's
their
six,
bags,
5,
convinced their departure
4,
Making
will
up
be
for
Britain's
yesterday.
end.
Brady John's mic.
Barnaby Phillips, Al Jazeera in London.
Solve mic, go. Music, play
Coming
Charlie.
up next,
Take
the
third,
staggering
go.
rise in
They're off to the side, huh?
obesity around the world and what doctors and scientists are doing to try to